best man that I can be. It's no longer about me, but I gotta be an example for three. You, Trey J, and me. This blessed trinity of when the birds met the bees and rained blessings at the altar. Thank you, Father, for showing me purpose. The rain and the storm is worth it. So open up the curtains and let the sunshine smile on my life. And make that sunshine my wife. Because your rainbows ensure peace. And that's a love that's worth the flood. That's the love that I see. That's the love that we breathe. My mama always told me that finding love wasn't so lovely. Because if lovely folk thought lovely ways, then this lovely world wouldn't be so ugly. I vow to be the best man that I can be. And stand before him finally in grateful tears of blessed years. Wouldn't fathom that God would send me a wife at age 18 with a good head on her shoulders with something to match inside her jeans. Fancy for DNA. But with the intellect like that, didn't expect her to think that way. I'm high off your love. At least I can give God his thank yous while I'm floating around the sky. You're my best friend, my better half, and my heart. You are my letters, my words, my voice. You are my art. So let's draw portraits and sketch poses. Let's write books and twist roses and violets and plant trees and grow apples and water seeds. Let's create stories and live out dreams. Let's reach goals and fulfill fantasies. Let's do all of that together as one, as a unit. I ignore the world and what it has to offer. I want to be stuck on stupid with my wife, the mother of my kids. Let's heal wounded hearts and console each other's feelings. You are something so special that I really deserve. I love every scar, bump, mark, roll, and curve. The excellence of your essence is relevant to my preference. I sent up a praise and he sent down a blessing. You. Not even 5'2", but a personality so tall and looks to match too. Eyes to perfection and a walk that glides. I love you in every aspect and appreciate your laughs and cries. A picture that nowhere is near perfect but needs no filter. I owe you a lot and then some more. I'm trying to stop my words, but they continue to pour straight from my heart as long as my blood is flowing. But I couldn't have this much love with you without you knowing.
Abril.
I never paint us to be a pretty picture because pretty pictures are only pretty. And the kind of picture we are is even too much to fit in a frame because our love exceeds those perimeters. And then there's you. I asked for you. I envisioned you in my dreams and saw you minister in reality and asked for you. And never would have imagined that God would deliver you. But see, when God delivered you, he hadn't yet delivered you. But you embodied some form of perfection that I never knew could exist. And it wasn't the way you crushed, but the way you will persist, that my heart will be well taken care of. Never imagined such a love. You became the only thing that I would even think of in class, daydreaming, waiting to receive a text, or seeing you on campus and acting like I wasn't thirsty. That you'd be standing there because he'd be standing there. And so quickly, my heart became consumed. And this wasn't that butterfly in my belly kind of love. This was that, oh my God, it's too soon to be falling in love kind of love. But I had failed. And no bandages for my boo-boos because boo, this falling didn't hurt. And even if it did, I knew you'd be there to dress my wounds. Because you made me feel beautiful. You gave me an esteem to myself. You gave me an esteem to myself that myself already thought she had. With you, my good days outweighed my bad. My happy days outweighed my sad. And I was glad that you had chose me. I sit up in my room like, this little boy got me gone. And despite our age difference, nothing about our love seemed wrong. You were perfect at the most perfect of times. And 4 years ago, I knew I'd marry you. Because when the strength of our relationship came to falls of faith and God carried us through, that when boulders weighed your shoulders, I still saw the God in you. That when it seemed like the world was against us, it was our fight that brought us to this very moment. Young girls sit and daydream, wish and hoping that one day they find their prince. But for me, it took a whole lot of crying, trying, back and forth fighting to declare you good enough to be my king. And ever since, I've never stopped praying for that heartbeat. That heart that belongs to God, that connected you to me. That heart that desires God and that heart that longs to be. How can the heart that is beating in your chest be the heart that belongs to me? When people told me no, I said yes. Because you hugged me at my worst and you kissed me at my best. You held me when I was down and you always sought to protect. The beauty of my smile is because of you. And I apologize if I ever made you feel like you were more important to me than God. When God was the one who showed me your face. When God was the one who created this. In the essence of our kiss, I pray those moments never fade. I'll place your hearts on a pedestal if that meant that God will get to it faster. I'd run a marathon in my tools of rain if it were your heart that I was chasing after. I'd replace your bad days with boatloads of laughter and remind you of the heart that I fell in love with. Of the hands that held mine in fear or shame in public. Trayvon, for the man I miss, for the greater man you'll become. Our story is different. We have that type of story that most people are too afraid to read. But I don't want to skip straight to the end with you. I want to surf and ride these pages and surf and bend with you. I never paint us to be a pretty picture. Because pretty pictures are only pretty. And the kind of love we have is too much to fit in a frame. Words united us. But today, we celebrate the most important of the two. I do, Trayvon, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
And ever.